The cornea is the transparent front of the eye. The human cornea is very delicate. If a person gets a scratch on that lens, the front of the eye, it's extraordinarily painful, and typically his eye will be out of commission for weeks at a time. The cow also has a cornea, but the cornea of the cow is not thin and is not delicate at all. If you've ever watched a cow's eye being dissected, you'll note that they'll try to penetrate it with a syringe, a very sharp needle, and it barely penetrates. Why is it that the human eye is covered with such a thin covering and the cow's eye has such a thick covering? The answer is each does something different for a living. What the cow does for a living is it eats grass. All day long it bends its head down into the grass. All day long it consumes. Well, the blades of grass are quite sharp, and all day long the blades of grass go into the eye of the cow. If the cow's cornea was as thin as man, in no time at all he'd be blind. But because his cornea is so thick, the blades of grass brush against his eye all day long and they don't bother him. And when you study the very careful gifts that God gave to each species to allow it to successfully live in this world, you begin to see the kindliness of our Creator. Man was given a delicate cornea to allow full sight. The cow has a very different type of sight, but the cow's eye needs protection. And therefore God granted it a very thick cornea to protect it. And when you study the wisdom of the world, you see the wonders of what God created, and you begin to get an eye glimpse as to our Creator.